Coming up on a new season of the Tiger Basketball Report, we'll be joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry, as we review the Tigers' latest season. Later in the show, we'll look ahead to the new faces and players of Towson basketball. Get ready, fans, an all-new season of the Tiger Basketball Report begins now. Hello, Tiger fans, and welcome into the Towson Sports Network studios for an all-new season of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. The 2014 season had its ups and downs for the men's basketball team as they finished the year with a 12-20 overall record. Most of those losses came on very closely contested games. The team here at Towson Sports Network put together the top 10 plays of the 2014-15 season. Let's see which Tigers made the cut.
Hamilton drives, puts it up, and it's rejected by Walter Foster out of bounds. Stripped from behind and into the hands of Nichols. Nichols going to drive on Hawkins, lays it up, and it's rejected by Foster. Great play by Foster. Over midcourt, comes down to the top of the key, makes a move, in the paint, spins again, puts it up and scores. Great move by the freshman. 22-17, he leads the Tigers with 6 points this afternoon. Dishes it out to the right to Keith, and it's intercepted by Sproul. Ahead to Pugh, lays it up, and it's blocked by Ivory. Great way to end the half for the Tigers as Ivory came in and just swatted away what would have been an easy layup by Malik Pugh.
Turned over, Morcell up ahead to Hawkins. Behind the back and the finish off the window.
Boy, that was sweet. Looked like John Wall on that with the around the back pickup.
35-second shot clock, 4 with a long three, no. Slam dunk follow by John Davis. And the Tigers have cut it to 2, 74-72.
He just surprises the daylights out of you. I mean, you missed that three, and who's up in the air on the board but the junk man?
Hayes to the baseline left side, puts up a 10-foot jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Davis the rebound. Ahead to Hawkins. Hawkins bounce pass to Morcell. Slams it home, and the Tigers up 15-10. Mike with 7 points. Off the front of the rim, though, good rebound Davis. 4 seconds left, he passes it to Hawkins. Couldn't handle it cleanly, starts up the floor, launches it from midcourt, and makes it! He hits the bucket from midcourt, and the Tigers will take a 27-25 lead. Ivory to the top of the key, flips it to Davis. He'll drive, he slams it home! A monster slam by John Davis from about 7 feet out. It's 7-6. Comes down the right side. Passes to his left to Davis. Takes it straight in. And his second slam dunk of the ball game. And the Tigers are down 7. Throws it over midcourt to Foster. Ahead to Davis. Nobody home. His third slam dunk of the night. He's got 19 and the Tigers are down 3. Comes out to the midcourt circle, 12 seconds left. Hawkins with 10, out near midcourt with 8, gets a screen, drives, gonna take it down the lane, feeds it out, Morcell to the foul line, jump shot is good! With 1.6 seconds left, the Tigers have taken a 53-51 lead. Mike Morcell with a foul line jumper, and the Tigers are 1.6 seconds away from victory. 54-49, Tigers down 5. That is Hofstra's biggest lead. There's a drive by Parker Rivera, and he slams it home. over Goosties. 54-51.
Tamaj Parker-Rivera capped off the top 10 with a monstrous dunk over Hofstra. And this season, TJ and the rest of the Tigers are a year stronger, faster, and ready to prove that they're much more competitive than last season's record says. Joining me now, the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And Coach, how's it finally feel? First of all, can you believe this is year number 5?
I can't, but you know what? I'm fortunate and proud to be here as the coach of this great university, and I'm more excited than any year I've been here, and I've been pretty excited in the other years.
You have been. So you've had this group now since summer. You guys get to practice some, and then during the fall, obviously, and for the last month, you've been at it day after day after day. Teams take on their own personalities. If you had to, early on, say what the personality of this team is, what do you think it would be?
Well, I think they're committed. That's one thing. We gave these guys these little bracelets, Spiro, at the end of last season. They all been wearing them. So are they interested or committed? So they've had a long grind, 7 weeks in the spring, 10 weeks in the summer, all fall, all practice. So it's a young group, but it's not an inexperienced group, and I think it has a high ceiling. There's always going to be potholes along the way, but I think it's a committed group.
I mean, and that's one thing that you probably like is the fact that they are young, but they do have experience.
They do, and that's why I'm really excited about where we can get to. We're certainly not there yet. I'd be worried if we were there yet in early November. But that's why you play tough non-conference games and practices and trying to play your best basketball come conference season. And you know, we've got some pieces though, and I'm excited about it.
Let's take a look first before we even delve into any of the players. Rule changes. First off, right off the bat, the first thing fans are going to notice, 30-second clock instead of a 35-second clock. How is that going to affect, you think, the tempo of the game, and how many more possessions per game do you think teams will get?
No, I'm not sold that scoring is going to go up. I think but the intent of the rules is the pace of play, and that's certainly going to change. There's less timeouts for coaches and 30-second clock, and look at the changes have happened, so now we've got to adjust to them. We're going to play faster than we've ever played on offense. We've spent a lot of time working on pace and space, and you know, I think we've got some guys that can do some good things. Now we can't turn the ball over, and that's I think still a work in progress. But we've adjusted to those rules, and they're going to play more up tempo than we've ever played.
Why do you think scoring won't go
up? Well, you know, you can also make the counter argument is we got less defenses are pretty good, and now they've got a guard for 5 less seconds, and that might mean worse shots. I've told our guys and you know, we got to get to this point. We should be better than we've ever been defensively. We've been pretty good defensively. We've only got a guard for 30 seconds, not 35. So that should make us, in theory, a better defensive club.
Well, we'll find out very shortly. It's time for us to step aside for a quick break, and we will look at the new faces of Tiger basketball when the Tiger Basketball Report returns right after these words.
Rock and Jump, the ultimate trampoline park, is now open in Towson. Get big air and have big fun at Rock and Jump. You and your friends are sure to have a blast in our state-of-the-art jumping arenas. Want to be a rock star with your kids? Book their next birthday party at Rock and Jump. Our slam dunk zones, high-flying dodgeball, and super popular X-Beam make Rock and Jump the most rockin' birthday experience around. With a private party room and a personal party host, a Rock and Jump birthday party is great for the kids and easy on parents. Visit rockandjump.com for all the info or to book your party today.
Well, right now you can get 15 gigs for the price of 10. That's 5 extra gigs for the same price.
So 5 more gigs for the same price?
Yeah. Allow me to demonstrate. Do you like your pretzel?
Yeah.
50% more data for the same price.
I like this metaphor.
Oh, it's even better with funnel cakes.
But very sticky.
Get 15 gigs for the price of 10. And now get $300 credit for every line you switch. Now at AT&T.
Cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Welcome back to the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. In preparation for the Tigers' home opener against Morgan State, our very own Pat Skerry went out to recruit a different type of six-man. Let's take a look at how Coach Skerry engages the fans.
How you doing? I'm TJ. What's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor. Nice to meet you. So
Nice
how
to
you
meet
feel
you.
about the upcoming basketball season?
I'm excited. It's going to be a good season. I'm ready to see you guys get out there and win.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a good season too. So we'll see what happens.
Not hoping. You guys are going to have one.
All right. That's what I like to
ready.
hear.
I'm
baby.
ready for it.
All right. Appreciate that. All right. So we got a big game against Morgan State coming up on Monday. What are your thoughts, bro?
So I'm really excited for the game. I definitely think you guys are going to win. Hope everybody comes out to support you all. Morgan will be there, so we got to be there even louder, even more people. And I know you guys are going to pull out the win.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And what are your thoughts on the upcoming season?
I'm really excited. I was excited with things last year. I was ready for more basketball, so I can't wait for this year. I'm excited. I know the team's grown a lot. I think you guys are going to do a lot of great things. I think we need as many people at home games to support. So every week we got to make sure we're encouraging people to come to the games.
We need all of the Towson community to show their support for the Tigers as Coach Skerry and the team prepare to take on the Bears of Morgan State on November 16th. Coach Skerry, how did it feel to be hands-on with the students on campus?
We have great students here at Towson, so anytime you can interact with them, you feel privileged and you learn a lot from the students. It's one of the reasons why you do that at this level. They keep you enthused.
We have seen in the last couple of years the students have turned out much more for football, basketball, and lacrosse games than they had in the past. And I know that's – explain to folks how that's important for your players.
Well, it's huge. They provide great energy and they provide a real Division I atmosphere. And I think it's something our students have really started to develop. Our athletic department, our people in the student affairs office have really worked hard to get people out here and be proud to be a Towson Tiger. And the pride is continually growing in the school. And we're not there yet, but we're certainly on our way.
The other thing is, and I've always felt this, that if the students come out and are enthusiastic, the community that comes out, they see that enthusiasm and they get enthused.
Absolutely. The students, the band, they bring the energy. The dance team, the cheerleaders, they pump the energy into the building or out in the fields. And when people come out to see any of the Towson sports teams perform, they want to feel that juice, and that the students are a large part of that.
A lot of people like to come to watch you on the sidelines during the game, and your enthusiasm, so to speak.
I got to bring the juice too, Spiro. Every day I got to bring the juice.
How cognizant are you of what the crowd is doing around while the game is going on? Because you're so intense and wrapped up in what your team's doing. Can you hear that noise?
I mean, I think subliminally, yes. I like to say sometimes games are like in practice, so it's like an out-of-body experience for a couple hours, and then it's all really good. I take a lot of pride when I'm back watching the tape afterwards, and you can see the students in the end zones getting it going. We had some fatheads last year. I'm challenging anybody. Top 3 fatheads this year. I'm taking them to Chipotle. That's the challenge. That's the Fathead Challenge issued right here today and now.
There we go.
That's it.
So the Tigers, you're going to open up against LaSalle and then that Morgan game. And that first game at home can set such a tone for the team and for the fans.
Well, working with our athletic director, Tim Leonard, we've worked hard. We've got, which is not always easy to do, we got 3, we think, pretty good dates for non-conference home games. Monday, November 16th against a very good Morgan State team. Then the first week of December, on that Wednesday, we get George Mason. And the first Saturday in December is usually a tough day to get a home game in college basketball. We got Sacred Heart coming in. So that should give the students 3 chances to really come out and build that energy for everyone else that's in there. And I think that'll carry over into conference play.
All right, we will talk about conference, non-conference, all the games and players on the other side of this break as the Tiger Basketball Report with head coach Pat Skerry returns right after these words.
Or is this the high? Just let it go, enjoy the ride. Without the low, there ain't a high.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Mariner Finance is a consumer finance company, so we offer personal loans.
Mariner Finance is a great place to work. It's a great thing for anyone with the entrepreneurial spirit.
Everybody in every office has an opportunity to achieve and grow.
Be your own leader. Be a leader amongst the fellow coworkers in your office.
The training and development that we do at Mariner Finance is one-on-one. Someone who has been there, done it, experienced it.
There is no better feeling.
Learn with us.
Grow with us.
Run with us.
White Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and it's locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl, chocolate-covered pretzel. How can you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Welcome back to the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm Spiro Morekas, joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. This Saturday, Towson heads up to Philadelphia, where they will take on the Explorers of LaSalle. Tip-off is at 3 o'clock. The Tigers then will come home 2 days later on November 16th at 7 to take on Morgan State, presented by Order Up. Fans, you can get your tickets discounted to $8 at the door. Coach, this offseason, you had a chance to work with all your players, and you've got a lot of returning players. Guys like Tomaj Parker-Rivera, who's a senior and really is the most senior-laden player that you have on this team. Guys like Byron Hawkins, who last year as a freshman got a lot of playing time. Mike Morcell, late in the year, was developing as a star in this conference. And then guys like Walter Foster. So all of this experience that these young guys had, especially a guy like Byron Hawkins, who's running such an important position at the point guard. How important was last year for him heading into this year?
No question, huge. I mean, Byron was a lot of times like on an island out there. He's a freshman, a long time playing with 2 other freshmen, playing the hardest position on the floor. So he'll benefit from that, and he's a tough kid, and he had an uneven freshman campaign, but he did a lot of good stuff, especially in conference play, and he's worked hard, and we're expecting. I think if we're going to be as good as we hope to be, he's got to have a big year for us, and he's put in the time.
I know a guy that you've loved since the day you had him is Mike Morcell, the sophomore who is very young still, because he's basically freshman age of most incoming freshmen right now, but he's a sophomore. He came on very strong last year, hit a game winner against Elon, just played very well for you down the stretch, and you've always said his ceiling is very high.
His ceiling is incredibly high. I've told him this last week. I got big dreams for you, but you got to dream big too. And he's going to be the 2 guard. He's 6'5", and he's got arms that reach all the way to Towson Center. And
taller than you or I.
No doubt, no doubt. And he's up to about 215, so he's put on a lot of muscle. He's going to have a big year. He can put the ball in the basket.
And then the guys up front, Tomaj and Walter Foster, those 2 guys, another year of experience, and Tamaj is a kid that gives you 100% every second of every game.
Yeah, he's playing really well. Both those guys have gotten better. They've gotten better, and with TJ, with Tamaj, I talked a lot to him about, if we can have the type of year we hope to have, he could leave here as the winningest player in the history of Towson University as a Division I player. That's a pretty good legacy to have. And Walter's healthy, and he had some good moments last year. We need him to be consistent. He's certainly a physical force at 6'9" and 245 and long arms, and he's a freight train.
One guy that I know fans are going to be excited to watch, and I can't wait, is the transfer from Wake Forest, William Moto. Tell us about him.
Well, he's talented. He's worked incredibly hard. We need him to be a consistent alpha dog, so to speak. But we're going to let him go. We're playing faster for a reason. He's a big piece of it. He can shoot it, he can drive it, he can post. We're going to play him at the 4 and the 3. He's 6'7" and about 235 or so, and he's explosive. And like I said, he's worked at it, and I think he's primed for a big year.
I think the one drawback that he will have is that people are going to want to compare him to Jarrell Benjamin, but he is not Jarrell Benjamin.
No, and that's always, we've had good success with transfers, and Burwell's playing professionally and doing well. We've had other ones, Bilal Dixon and so on, but William's William, Jarrell's Jarrell, and Jarrell had some rust on him early too. We were 4-8 Jarrell's first year, and finally got it cooking. I don't want to be 4-8 before we get it cooking if we can avoid it. So Williams worked hard. Williams got to be William, but also continue to be like he is, a good teammate, and stick to the script defensively and all those type of things.
Will we see any of the freshmen in the mix?
We got a couple that, we have 3 freshmen, and they've all shown flashes. Jordan McNeil, we redshirted. He's talented on offense.
Local kid?
He's local, great program. Pat Clatchy at Mount St. Joe's, top 20 program nationally. And Jordan's gifted. I think he's got the makings, and I'm on him a lot, to become a really good defensive guy. And that's usually how freshmen earn a lot of minutes, if they're good on defense and they take care of the ball.
Especially with you.
Especially with me. And then Alex Thomas is a big freshman. He's about 6'9", 245 now, and he's going to be really good. I'm really excited about Alex. He's a truck. And then Dennis Tunstill, he's got to put on weight, but he's absolutely the most athletic guy in our program at 6'7", about 200 pounds. So I like our freshman class a lot, their length, their size, and they're all workers.
Now, your non-conference schedule. You open up against LaSalle, then Morgan at home. Then you head to Charleston, South Carolina for a tournament that really Towson's never been involved in a tournament like this, the Charleston Classic.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. I think we've done a lot of things that are, it just shows the commitment that our university and our athletic department has towards our program. We're going to play in one of those big ESPN exempt tournaments at Charleston, the Gilding Classic down there, and we'll play against some big-name teams. All the games on one of the ESPN networks, and an unbelievable challenge for us. The type of games you want to play, Spiro, because if you're fortunate, and that's the goal, to make an NCAA tournament, you play those type of teams on neutral floors.
And you open up against Oklahoma State, so it can't get tougher than that unless you play Virginia the next day.
Yeah, there's a lot of Oklahoma State will be a monumental challenge. Travis Ford's a terrific coach, and they got a big-time program. And but like I said, it's a really good measuring stick and a great opportunity for us.
Loyola back on the schedule after a couple of year absence. Plus, you still play UMBC and Coppin. So with Morgan, all the locals involved.
Yeah, we finally got Loyola back on. We were excited. Unfortunately, Navy had some scheduling conflicts, couldn't play, and we'd like to get them back on there. And we all, myself and my athletic Tim Leonard, we want to play the local schools every year. And honestly, I feel like to get off on a tangent, but all the local schools should play each other. It's just good for Baltimore basketball.
It certainly is. All right, we have to take one more break. When we come back, we'll have more of the Tiger Basketball Report right after these words.
AT&T presents the strongest of the strong.
Guys, in honor of Rivalry Week, we're going to do something special. Whoa. Did you say Rivalry Week? Rivalry Week.
Rivalry Week.
Rivalry Week.
Guys, it's Rivalry Week.
Strong enunciation. Desmond wins.
Who's strong enough to watch the college football playoff with Bo? Get stronger with AT&T, the network with the nation's strongest 4G LTE signal. love and you'll love the reaction. Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Rock and Jump, the ultimate trampoline park, is now open in Towson. Get big air and have big fun at Rock and Jump. You and your friends are sure to have a blast in our state-of-the-art jumping arenas. Want to be a rock star with your kids? Book their next birthday party at Rock and Jump. Our slam dunk zones, high-flying dodgeball, and super popular X-Beam make Rock and Jump the most rockin' birthday experience around. With a private party room and a personal party host, a Rock and Jump birthday party is great for the kids and easy on parents. Visit rockandjump.com for all the info or to book your party today.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Welcome back to the Tiger Basketball Report. And Coach, good luck against LaSalle and Morgan. I'll leave you with this. As the famous English poet, Sir Michael Philip Jagger, once said, you can't always get what you want, you get what you need.
Culture eats strategy for breakfast, Spiro.
As we mentioned, the Tigers will travel to Philadelphia where they take on LaSalle at 3 o'clock this Saturday before returning home to take on Morgan State at 7 p.m. here in CQ Arena Monday, the 16th of November, presented by Order Up. Ben Rosenbaum will be bringing you the live broadcast against LaSalle on Saturday, right on TowsonTigers.com, starting at 2:45. And then on Monday night, Morgan State will be here, and I will be here with the coach, Vince Angotti, at 6:45 with the pregame show. And we hope you will be here at CQ Arena. That's going to do it for this week's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. For head coach Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Have a great weekend as always. Go Tigers.